Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. So today's video is going to be a what I eat in a day video because some of you have asked me to make one of these, and initially I didn't really want to make one because I feel like I really haven't had much of a routine at all, even in the past like year and a half. There's been so much change. I've moved houses, I've moved countries twice, I was in quarantine for over a month, so I feel like I'm only just, and even now, like I haven't properly like settled into this new place and I'm still kind of trying to figure things out. So, but I thought I'd just make a really super honest video and show you what I am having at the moment while I am adapting to this new country. And you will definitely notice there are some things like quite big changes, I would say. And I think the main thing I want to point out is that I do have some kind of different nutritional goals, if you want to call them that. And I am getting married at some point, who knows when, but it was supposed to be later this year, and I am trying to kind of like tone up and, you know, get fit for that. And I did one of these DNA tests and turns out that I am highly carbohydrate sensitive. It was basically just confirmed something that I kind of already knew. As in, I do much better if I want to lose a bit of weight on a higher protein, lower carb diet. And the thing is with plant-based proteins is that they are often packed with lots of carbohydrates. So think of things like beans and pulses, even things like quinoa. There's a lot of carbohydrate in those. And so it's difficult for me to kind of hit my 100 grams of protein, whatever it is, a day without loading up on loads of carbs and calories for that matter. So you'll see that that's why I have incorporated quite a lot of sort of animal products. And then another thing you'll notice is I've started drinking quite a lot of coffee, and not just coffee, but you know, Diet Coke, and getting a lot of caffeine in. And I used to love coffee. I started drinking it over Christmas, and once I kind of started the habit, it was hard to stop again. And I have already noticed that my sleep isn't as good, so it definitely does affect it. Again, like I said, I'm just being honest, like this is what I'm having day to day. But yeah, so what I would say is, just before we get on with this, and I know I've already talked way too much now, but if you are somebody going through an eczema healing journey, because I know a lot of you who watch my channel, that is what you watch me for, I would say that I am in a different phase from perhaps what some of you are. I would say that some of the things that I am having now, I wouldn't have had if I was covered in eczema all over the place. So things like eggs, things like dairy, things like coffee. And if you are somebody who has cut those things out, maybe this is to show you that eventually you can start to incorporate those things back into your diet, if that's what you want to do and if that's not a trigger for you. But yeah, so I'm just saying that being totally honest about what I'm having day to day. I didn't want to hide anything from you. So before we get on with it, remember to like, please subscribe, and let's go. So as always, I do start the morning by drinking a big bottle or glass of water. I get really easily dehydrated here in Singapore, and especially during the night, so I do try and finish a whole 500 ml, if not more, of water every single morning. Sometimes it is a bit warm, but that's fine. And now my breakfasts are, can you believe it, even more boring than they used to be. I literally just have some oats, some protein powder, topped off with some blueberries. And the reason I'm adding protein powder to it is because, like I said before, I am trying to up my protein intake at the moment. The protein powder I am using is something called Free Sol. It is specifically for women, and it has a whole bunch of different vitamins and stuff in it. Now, I have also been getting into my coffee again. I didn't drink coffee or even caffeine for about 3 years. So this is definitely new. I do try to avoid drinking it after midday because it can disrupt my sleep if I drink too much of it. The breakfast I just showed you is if I am at home, but I do often go to the gym, and if I do, I just grab one of these protein bars on the way out. So I've been rushing around all morning, just got back, and I am really hungry. So let's go get some lunch. I am gonna go to a place called Salad Stop. So I eat lunch out, I would say, pretty much every single day. I very rarely cook for myself here for a few different reasons. Firstly, convenience. I'm not in the house that much. Secondly, there's just so much delicious choice. It's not difficult to kind of just grab something on the go. And thirdly, it's sometimes actually more economical to eat out because the groceries here are pretty expensive. So like I said, gonna go to this place called Salad Stop. It's my favorite place. Loads of really nice, yummy, nutritious salads. I live in probably one of like the busiest districts in Singapore, a place called Orchard. So yeah, let's go. I'm gonna go on my own because I haven't got any lunch buddies because I don't really have any many buddies here yet. So you can come along and be my friend today. For lunch, I do focus on getting lots of protein in again. So the protein sources here are edamame, quinoa, and some grated egg. And then I've got loads of veggies. So I've got tomatoes, onions, salad, and some broccoli, and it is super tasty. Quite a lot of you ask me if I take any supplements, and at the moment the only supplement I'm taking is zinc because I am trying to get my smell back after I got COVID. And apparently that's supposed to be good for it. So here's my afternoon snack. I usually get one of these protein-filled peanut butter cups. They are also so good. They really sort of hit the sweet spot as well when you want that little 4 p.m. pick-me-up. And to finish off my day, I did manage to rope someone in to have dinner with me, which was pretty nice. And I had one of these half juice, half soda water, which is a pretty good option if you don't want to drink alcohol, but you also don't want a full-on juice. And then I also had for dinner a warm salmon grain bowl, which was probably one of the best grain bowls I have ever had. So that was it for my video this week. Pretty short and sweet, I would say. As you can see, my diet is pretty good. I mean, it's still centered around lots of plant and nutrient dense foods. That's just because I just really enjoy those type of foods. There are a few habits I would say that I do want to keep an eye on. So things like drinking lots of coffees and just caffeine in general. Today I only had one, but sometimes I do have more, and then I have Diet Cokes on top of that, and that definitely does affect me. And on top of that, I do also have a lot of artificial sweeteners at the moment, especially now that I'm having these kind of like protein bars that are sort of zero sugar, but they have a lot of sweeteners and things. It's fine for the time being. It's just something that I do need to kind of monitor. And the reason being is because that I know that if I become too careless with some of the things that I know affect my skin, that is when I am at high risk of my eczema coming back, even if my skin is good, which it is at the moment. So it's just something to think about, things that I'm thinking about. I thought I'd share with you guys. If you have any questions or comments about anything in the video, please leave it in the comment section down below. I love hearing from you guys. And in the meantime, I look forward to seeing you again very soon for another video. Bye.